Huh? It's not a holiday or anything, is it? Why is it so lively in here?
Prepare a few more strings of colored flags. As for the celebratory wine, I'll do the quality check in person. This is our first award ceremony since the Expeditionary Force's triumphant return. We're looking to put on a show, you hear?
Leave it to us, Captain Kaya.
Oh? The Honorary Knight and Paimon. Well, this saves me the trouble of sending someone to invite you. I'm sure our colleagues from the expedition will be delighted to see such prestigious guests in attendance.
The knights are giving out awards?
Well, I'm sure you know how many knights bear unique titles, yes? Take the Grand Master's Boreas, or Captain Eula's Spindrift, for example. Some they inherit. Others have unique origins. But in the vast majority of cases, they are titles conferred to honor said knight's conduct and achievements. You could say that. Shame we were so busy with the issue of Dvalin's corruption back then, or we'd have held a ceremony for you too. Let me think. Why don't we make it up to you this time?
Besides, isn't the ceremony meant for the knights who are back from the expedition in triumph? We wouldn't want to steal their thunder. Plus, being honored guests is way more impressive than actually receiving a title. You know, makes us sound like big shots.
Is that so? In that case, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the ceremony.
By the way, who's getting titles this time around?
Mostly those who've made outstanding contributions during the expedition. Winfried, Leifhelm, and Lohen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company.
Wait, Ham? You mean he doesn't have one yet?
If it were just a question of personal ability, he'd have received a title before the expedition even started. But he hasn't been with us for very long, and, well, let's just say there are personal reasons for the delay. Word is that he'll not only gain a title, but also official command over 5th Company. Why, by my count, he's even set to break a certain someone's record. The youngest captain of the Knights of Favonius, of course. The previous record holder was our former cavalry captain, Diluc. I wonder what face our former captain will make when that happens. I wouldn't be so sure. He smiled oh so brilliantly the day he set that record.
A smiling champion of justice, huh? Yeah, nah, Paimon can't see it.
Well, let's not dwell on that. Care to guess what title our dear Vice Captain Lohen will receive?
Gotcha! Easy! So, Lohen... Dagger Knight? Smirking Knight! Right! Punching Bag Knight! Nuh-uh! This guy's just hard to sum up! Anyway, what's his title gonna be?
I'd say most signs right now point to the Benevolent Knight.
Benevolent? How's that even slightly associated with him?
Long story. Alas, it seems someone has come looking for you.
Honorary Knight! Honorary Knight! Thank goodness you're actually here! The Grand Master would like you to come to the Knights of Favonius headquarters. He says he has important matters to discuss.
Vorka? What important business would he have with us? Paimon can't say she'd be surprised. But it's not like he's never serious, so maybe something really has come up.
See you later. Remember to attend the ceremony. Yes. Quality control for our drinks. That'll require a personal touch.
Any questions about the award ceremony arrangements? Perhaps. Are you even listening?
Okay, no objections.
Lohen!
Huh? Oh, yeah, can I go now? Yeah, thanks a lot, Grandmaster.
Hey, get back here! What is it with you young people these days? When I first earned my title, I was so excited I couldn't sleep a wink all night.
Huh? Oh? And how many barrels of wine did you guzzle while counting sheep?
That's not the point. Forget it. I know you're not interested in a knightly title or the position of captain, but it's Adorno's final wish to have you inherit the title of Benevolent Knight before he officially retires. You've been back in Mondstadt for a while now, and you're usually stationed at Dornman Port. Have you not thought about going to see him?
Hey, there have been too many reports to file since our return from the expedition. I haven't been able to find the time.
Oh. Odd that the handwriting on the reports you've submitted looks rather like Gunther's, wouldn't you say?
Ugh, can't even handle a little paperwork. He still needs more training.
Anyway, go have a good talk with Adorno. We'd like a smooth transition for both the title and the position of captain. Consider this a direct order from yours truly, the Grand Master, so don't go using work as an excuse, you hear? Don't look so worried. I have a rough idea of the agreement you two made before the expedition. If you need someone to cover for you, considering Adorno's special circumstances, I can make an exception and go with you.
Forget it. You two have worked together for so long, he'd see right through you with a glance.
True. And besides, I've got other matters to attend to. Is there anyone else you can take? Someone convincing, but not too close to Adorno. Do we have such a knight here in Mondstadt?
That knight you speak of has just arrived. I was troubled, I tell you. But then, I just happened to see you two walking by from the window. This must be the Animo Archon's guidance, don't you think?
Not at all. Paimon's not sure what's going on yet, but you just want us to help you scam someone, don't you?
Oh, no, not at all. Honesty is a knight's badge of virtue. I'd just like you to play the part of my friends. And corroborate some of the expedition's events while you're at it. Relax. If I say a single lie, feel free to punch me, all right?
Wait, there's a ton of problems with that. We didn't even meet up with Varka until the very end of the expedition. And we didn't run into you in Nokrai either.
All right, speaking of friends, I've heard tell of a certain friendly custom. The friendship fee. Here, I insist.
That's a lot of friendship.
I receive an allowance for special missions. Guess it all piled up before I knew it. I don't really have any use for so much money, so why not give it to a friend?
You know, we could always do with another friend, don't you think? Problems are meant to be solved. For the sake of friends.
Adorno the Benevolent Knight, Captain of the Fifth Company, and my direct superior.
Benevolent Knight? Wasn't that...
The knightly title I'm about to inherit? It seems that's the rumor, but in truth, he and I made a pact. In return for recommending me for the expedition, he hoped I, in turn, would reflect on what it truly means to be a virtuous knight while I was away. Once it was all over, I'd then inherit the title Benevolent Knight from him, as well as the position of captain.
Wait, does that mean you aren't confident you can get his approval and that's why you want us to go along with your little show?
Don't get me wrong, I have no interest in titles or positions. I'd just rather not listen to his nagging. Oh, he'd have loved to. He's a real veteran of Vargas campaigns. Wouldn't have missed that show for the world. If age and strength were still on his side. But I imagine it is now his final wish to find the benevolent title a home.
Is that so? Then we'll...
I knew that would do the trick. Off we go then, to Dorman Port.
Hey! How much of what you just said was true, huh? You sure you're not out to scam this Adorno guy?
The situation in Sumeru is as described above. It is time to eliminate the remaining poison Dottore has left in Mondstadt. Eric, Ursa. It's been a while since I last heard those names. I can feel a headache coming on.
Hey, old man. Still kicking, I see.
Huh. Didn't buy the farm during the expedition? Thought you might have fallen into some pit somewhere, what with how long it's taken you to come see me.
You worry too much. When it comes to pits, I've been the one doing all the digging and burying.
Who are these two?
My friend, the honorary knight, and her guide, Paimon.
Honorary Knight. The same one that resolved the Storm Terror incident.
Oh, she didn't just resolve that incident. She helped us complete the expedition. The Wild Hunt, the Doctor, Andreas. She played a part in dealing with all of them.
Oh? I've quizzed the knights at Dornman Port about what happened during the expedition. Unfortunately, for some reason, none of them were willing to tell me the whole story. It's almost as if someone told them to avoid me.
Lohen, is it your doing?
Since we've got a moment, let's have a proper chat. How did this magnificent knight here end up making friends with you?
I suppose it's because we both possess a chivalric spirit that shines as bright as Mora. Isn't that right, Paimon?
Yeah, just like Mara.
I've been keeping my promise to you, you know. For instance, I've been organizing group training sessions with my fellow knights every week to build ironclad trust between friends.
Oh, right. The team building I told you about. Great way to foster trust and chemistry.
As for this week's training plan...
Oh, my stomach! My stomach!
What sorcery is this, huh? What do you mean there are no bullets in your gun? Surely the vice captain can't take us all out if we swarm him at once. Come on, let's get him!
Real combat's 10 times harder than training, and the enemy's 100 times more cunning than I am. Remember this well. Once you're on the battlefield, the only one you can truly trust is yourself. And so, to ensure the absolute safety of my friends, I went out every night, eliminating potential threats around our stronghold.
Vigilance and reconnaissance are indeed things a company captain needs to pay attention to.
Vigilance, reconnaissance, it's so much trouble. And for what? Enemies who disappear quietly won't disturb anyone's sleep.
Now it's your turn.
all you want. Shh. Nighty night.
Have you heard? There's a strange guy wandering around these parts.
I heard. We've lost lots of comrades at his hands.
Where'd he even come from anyway? He must have a death wish messing with the Oprichniki.
Looks like
Lambs to the slaughter. Struggle all you want. Shh. Nighty night.
Have you heard? There's a strange guy wandering around these parts.
I heard. We've lost lots of comrades at his hands.
Where'd he...
To the slaughter. Oh, there. Much quieter.
smoked that little weasel out yet? Find him!
Enough messing about. Time to wrap this up.
Those meddling knights. Will they ever stop getting in our way?
People who can't stop yapping about justice really get my goat.
Especially when one of them's launching sneak attacks all day. Why, if he ever falls into my hands, I swear I'll...
Looks like we're in for...
Like lambs to the slaughter. Just ensuring my friends get a good night's rest. All in a day's work, you know? Of course, in order to gather intel for the expeditionary force, I also needed to maintain my connections at all times and communicate earnestly with my friends.
I didn't expect you to have matured so much from one trip.
Come, let me sprinkle some more salt on the cut. Perhaps another dash of pepper. A sprinkling of spices to finish things off. Now this is how you grill me. Here, would you like some? I mean, you've had nothing for nearly 3 days. Or would you like to try something else? Oh. May I take this to mean that we have an agreement? You'll cooperate? Lovely! That makes us friends from now on. And you know how it is between friends. No betrayals. You understand? So you two, I didn't lie, did I? And that's the story, old man. Now pass on that benevolent knight title thing and get some well-deserved rest, all right?
Hey now, we aren't finished talking yet, are we? Word is that you faced a truly formidable foe while in Nodcry. Someone called the Rahir of Solnari, I believe.
Whoa, really? Why haven't we heard you and Barca talk about that?
There's nothing to tell. I was with the Grand Master when we ambushed Rerir, but not only was I useless, I even ended up acting as a punching bag. That left me laid up in camp for several days. By the time I could finally get out of bed, I heard the news that you had all joined forces to banish him.
Oh, so that's why Paimon didn't see you when we were duking it out with Rerir. It's not like you to miss a fight. Oh, sorry.
No need to apologize. You're right. I wasn't strong enough. I was slow, weak,
Powerless. Mortal.
Lohen! Hey, you! Take him and fall back!
Yeah, in the end, we had to use his power against him just to banish him. So, don't worry about it too much.
but he was once a mere mortal too, wasn't he?
Well, I haven't seen this Rahir of Solnari with my own eyes, but I believe that strength alone does not a knight make. Anyway, I've got some important work to attend to. You and your friends can come along if you like, Lohen.
Important work? Aren't you already semi-retired?
Ha! Just follow me and you'll see. Consider this required reading for any benevolent knight.
this year! Grandpa Adorno! Hey now! No rushing, and no snatching. Easy now. Line up properly.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. They're just kids. A little excitement is a good thing. Here you go, today's candy.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Ooh, this is great!
Is this the important work you spoke of?
Oh, we're just getting started, recruit. Try to keep up.
Understood, Captain. I should be the one asking you. How are you so skilled at this? I can barely imagine our honorary knight doing things like this all day long.
We don't spend every waking hour fighting bad guys who want to destroy the world, you know. Also, the world would be a way scarier place if that happened every day.
Daily routine, huh? I've been back in Mondstadt for a while now, but adapting hasn't been easy. Not long ago, camping in the wild and facing constant danger was our daily routine.
But you were still on the expedition then, right? Now you can finally relax.
Oh, you think so? Personally, I find it hard to feel at ease with any sort of daily routine. It was the Animo Archon who scattered the snowstorms that once swept Mondstadt. The Knights of Favonius who won the peace we now enjoy through conquest. A single, unexpected incident could bring it all crashing down. So, rather than waiting for someone to turn my daily routine on its head, I find it more reassuring to follow an extraordinary routine.
We knights are needed precisely because the world is so fragile.
Oh, are you done handing out the candy already?
Indeed. Looks like you're all wrapped up here as well. Thanks for exercising such patience. This next task should give you a chance to stretch your legs. We're going to patrol the surrounding area for monsters.
Monsters? What, are the knights short-handed? You haven't held a sword in years.
Hey now, my retirement isn't official yet. It's just a patrol. I'm still more than capable of handling myself. Things did get a bit tough a while back, but look at me now, eh? Might as well get going while I still got pep in my step.
Never one to sit still, were you? Fine. Where are we headed?
We've had strange monsters show up around the outskirts. No one's gotten hurt yet, but you can never be too careful. Usually I just patrol the area for any approaching monsters, but this time I've got you for backup.
Yeah, forget about just patrolling. We can take them all on, no problem, right?
Sure, let's go.
Huh? That's weird. Paimon thought he'd be more excited. Well, why not? Paimon doesn't get him at all.
What kind should I pick? What will she like?
The lonely sailor.
What should
Has this one been watered? Yes. Weird. No signs of anything unusual here. Are there really monsters nearby?
If you're looking for the ones that have been behaving strangely, I fear you're here too late. It seems someone beat the Knights of Favonius to the punch and took care of them already.
D-Luke? What are you doing here?
Long time no see, Mr. Adorno. You too, traveler. Paimon. Lohen.
Were the monsters here wiped out by a certain Dark Knight hero by any chance?
No. I'm not personally familiar with this Dark Knight hero you speak of. But based on the rumors I've heard, the traces left on this battlefield don't match his style. Now, this looks more like someone obtained advance intel on the monsters and came to clean up. Not even a single scrap remains.
Oh? So it would appear you're here to investigate, Master D-Luke. That's odd. Why would the boss of the Dawn Winery be interested in monsters?
Dawn Winery's caravans pass through Dornmanport. The rumors left me ill at ease, so I decided to see for myself. As for the Knights of Favonius, are they still understaffed even with the expedition's return?
Ha. Strict as ever, I see. I took this patrol up myself. Gotta keep moving while I still can. I've been living this life for decades. Can't just sit idle, you know?
Thank you for your hard work, venerable benevolent knight.
Wait, what? Not even Varka gets that much respect from D-Luke.
I'd say that's Varka's problem.
Eric only got away with causing that uproar by taking advantage of the Grandmaster's absence. If he and the Alder Knight had been here, they never would have allowed Krepus's heroism in driving off the dragon to go unrecognized. And we old codgers back in Mondstadt wouldn't have been the only ones left to stand up for your father.
But they weren't there, were they? Let's cut the small talk. Since there are no clues here, I have no reason to stay. Goodbye, traveler, Paimon, and take care, benevolent knight.
Ursa. Eric. Even when gone, some foes leave wounds that won't easily heal.
Oh, need me to explain? Sure. Ursa was a wicked dragon who could really take a beating, and Eric was an inspector who could have really used one.
Allow me instead. Ursa the Drake was a dragon who first appeared in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, bringing calamity with its immense might. After the Knights of Favonius were founded, our first Grand Master, Vanessa, sealed it away with the Animo Archon's help. After that, the dragon sank into slumber. However, just a decade ago, it appeared in Mondstadt once again. With the Grand Master away, its timing could not have been worse. Not only that, it would lie low when the Knights of Favonius mobilized to attack, only to suddenly re-emerge when they were resting.
Such perfect timing!
In the end, it was also perfect timing that the Fatui Harbinger who exterminated it just so happened to be passing through. That's right, your old friend, the Doctor. Or would it be more accurate to say one of his segments?
So, Ursa the Drake waking up. It was all part of some plot by that segment?
Not entirely. Even a Fatui Harbinger would have struggled to stir up such a storm in Mondstadt all by themselves. Indeed, there was one other person who, seduced by transcendent power, secretly colluded with the Doctor. He was the then Inspector of the Knights of Favonius, and the greatest traitor to the Knights in 100 years, Eric. When Diluc had just come of age, Ursa attacked a trade caravan from the Dawn Winery. It should have been nothing more than a common raid, a tactic they commonly use to incite fear. But the swaggering dragon was driven back by a mere merchant, Diluc's father, Crepus, who paid the ultimate price. News of this defeat did not favor Eric's plan to seize power through terror, so he suppressed the truth, claiming he was doing so to maintain the honor of the Knights. If only I had discovered a moment sooner that he and the Doctor were working hand in glove. Perhaps I could have stopped everything that followed.
That's not your burden to shoulder alone. Eric hid his true colors well. Up until the incident with Ursa. Even his victims had no idea who was responsible for their suffering. We needn't continue to live in the shadows of scum like that, old man.
You've got a point. We've got long lives ahead of us, after all. Let's get on with our next task, eh? This should lift your spirits a bit, I'm sure. We'll be assisting the 10th Company with their research.
It's as we thought. The magic Miss Alice left behind isn't so easily understood.
Hey, Sucrose! Huh? Is this?
Ah, Traveler. Are you here to assist with the development tests for the simulation training bubble Type 02?
Is that the magic bubble that can recreate memories? I was told not long after my return that I could use this to catch up with the various events, large and small, that transpired during our absence. But using this level of magic for, well, storytelling seems like a huge waste of resources.
You're not alone in thinking that. Our investigation team quickly recognized its broader potential for training simulations.
If we could recreate formidable enemies from Senior Knight's memories and incorporate them into realistic, safe training simulations, that could help raise the whole organization's combat prowess. However, we've been debugging the bubble for a while now, and we still haven't fully grasped its underlying principles. We're also struggling to balance realism with safety.
Safety? Doesn't sound like something Alice would give much thought to.
That's so. Sounds interesting. Let me give it a shot. You're not here to take part, are you, Pops?
Oh, not to worry. I know exactly how much strength these old bones have left in them. I'm just here to provide the memories inside my head.
Oh? Then who was the tester in your original plan?
Miss Sucrose, the test arrangements are... Lohen.
Theodore.
Why are you...
Yeah, I just happened to come along with the Dorno to test this simulation training bubble. I take it you're the scheduled tester?
Yes, that's right. And these are?
Let me introduce you. These two are the honorary knight and her guide, Paimon.
The honorary knight. I didn't expect someone so distinguished.
And this is Theodore, a trainee medic with the 8th Company. Like you, he's one of Lowen's friends.
Lowen? Friends?
Oh, no need to sound so surprised. I have plenty of friends. Don't I, Paimon?
Yeah. Paimon wonders how much this guy's friendship fee was.
Theodore, isn't rescue and medical care more your thing? How did you end up getting roped into testing?
I actually helped to construct this simulation, so I understand a few of its basic principles. Besides, I trained to become a knight too. And even if something happens, I should be able to patch myself up.
But you needn't force yourself to do this if Vice Captain Lowen's willing to take over. We might get more practical test data from frontline knights too. So...
Yeah, I suppose Lowen's the better pick.
Chin up, Theodore. If anything happens to Lowen, we'll be counting on you to treat him.
All right. I doubt there's a memory out there that can hurt me, but let's get started, old man. Come on! Show me what passes for an elite foe in your mind.
Don't get cocky, kid. You're not the only one who's been out on expedition with the Grand
Poke them?
I met rabbits more fearsome. This lock's putting me to sleep.
Leave none standing. They call this a secret source automaton? Fancy name for a jumped up boy.
Looks like my memories can't give you much trouble.
No fluctuation in pain parameters. Should we switch to a more normal test subject?
No need. Let's continue the test.
Are you sure? I don't think my memories will yield anything worth fighting against at this point.
Don't we have a knight right here who's faced more terrifying foes? Come on, show me the Rahier of Solnari, as you remember him. I'm not so disheartened that I'd fear his memory. I just want to see if I'm still as powerless as he claimed.
Be careful!
Test commence.
Pathetic! So futile!
Did he really get that much stronger?
Well, pathetic! It's your turn to feel afraid!
These are just memories!
Bet you weren't ready for this.
Mortal! Say those words for yourself! Hunt them down! The moonlight betrays you. Move!
His memory. Are we losing control? Traveler, help me stabilize it.
The moonlight betrays you.
Fairy tale ending for you.
wake up! Lohen!
Mr. Adorno, are you...
I'm fine. Just threw my back out. Gotta take a break, that's all. But Lohen... wound up hurting yourself from trying to hold back that final blow, didn't you? Theodore, go get him checked over. Last thing we want is to miss a serious injury.
All right. Lohen, come with me.
Mr. Adorno, are you all right?
It's no big deal, just got old. Things stick with you once you're over the hill, waiting to be set off by the slightest exertion. Guess I'll have to ask Theodore for another prescription.
Is there something up with Lohen?
Could there be a problem with the magic? But if there were issues with the reproduced memories, the honorary knight should have noticed.
Are you saying the problem lies with Lohen himself? Did the battle with the Reikir of Solnari set him off again? Lohen's pursuit of power began long ago. The traitor, Eric, collaborated with the Doctor on forbidden experiments in his quest for greater power. Lohen nearly became one of their test subjects.
Experiments by the Doctor?
Fortunately, the Knights tracked Eric's cronies down, uncovering their plots before they could act. They cut their experiments short and tried to transport their victims away, but we intercepted them in transit and rescued everyone. It's all right. It's over now.
I heard about that. That was the incident that saw you gain the title of Benevolent Knight, right? I'd never have guessed that Vice Captain Lohen was involved.
I never deserved that title. We saved the kidnapped children, yes, but I failed to root Eric out. I couldn't find their experiment site, nor could I help Lohen fully shake off the trauma of that incident. He's always believed he needs power to stay free from others' control. I'd hoped the expedition might change his perspective, but... It's tough having to act the part of a friend with someone like him, huh?
Yeah. Wait.
I may be getting old, but my eyes haven't failed me yet. Ignoring his methods, the fact that he's found companions willing to play along with his little charade shows he's made at least some progress. Even if you're just acting, maybe learning from you will finally help him figure it out.
There's something I'm concerned about. Honorary Knight, would you mind taking a look at this? Strange. Mr. Adorno said that Lohen's obsession may have caused the projection to spiral out of control. However, the simulation training bubble type O2's parameters were all normal. If anything, it was the power Vice Captain Lohen released at that moment that appeared unusual.
So, you haven't seen anything like this before?
No, it's not the elemental energy we usually encounter, and it isn't the Void Realm energy that Mr. Albedo talks about either. Do you have any ideas what it might be, Honorary Knight?
So, you think there's something up with Lohen? He's not messing about with something dangerous, is he?
That's not what I meant. I'm just reporting my findings. We shouldn't accuse our companions of anything untoward, not without evidence.
You have a point. We've just run into this sort of thing way too many times. Can't be too careful.
Why did you come here today? We clearly agreed.
Farka's orders, not my decision.
Even so, that was way too careless of you. Using so much power. What if we're exposed?
Then we'll just have to accelerate our experiments before that happens.
That Lohen, he just upped and left yesterday without saying a word. Let's check in with Adorno and see if he's there.
Oh, little Paimon and the Honorary Knight. Right as rain. I wasn't really injured yesterday. Theodore had a look at me, and frankly, I'm feeling better than ever. I've his treatment to thank for my continued vigor. Without his help, they'd probably have buried me years ago.
Theodore? You mean the apprentice medic from the 8th Company? He didn't look all that skilled to Paimon.
He once aspired to be a knight fighting on the front lines, but perhaps the physician's path suits him better. Anyway, enough about that for now. Did you guys come here looking for Lohen?
Yeah! He disappeared after trying the simulation training bubble yesterday. We can't find him anywhere.
Yeah, he left a note this morning. Said he wanted to apologize for what happened yesterday. He confessed that yesterday was all just an act, and that he couldn't stand this bone-dry daily routine. So, to make up for it,
I'll wipe out every last one of those annoying monsters.
That's how he apologizes? Huh. Totally his style.
Ordinary monsters pose no threat to him. What worries me is that something like what happened yesterday might happen again. If you could keep an eye on him, that would certainly put me at ease. It pains me to say it, but my sword-swinging days are over. If I went with you, I'd only get in the way. Guess I'll be handling today's routine work all by my lonesome.
Monsters? Huh? Wait, isn't that D-Luke?
Guess you're the last one. You'd better put up a good fight. Who's there?
It ran away.
I never thought a winery owner would care so much about hunting monsters. Or could it be you're after something else?
And what about you? Are monsters all you aim to eradicate? Given how the previous scene was so clean that nothing was left behind.
Oh? First I've heard of it.
In that case, why don't we examine the monsters here? Perhaps we'll discover what it is about them that's attracting so much attention.
Forget it. I'll go after the one that got away. Investigations and the like aren't really my style. See you around, D-Luke.
That's the gist of everything that happened before you arrived.
What's he trying to pull? Seriously! Forget punching bag night. It should be the needs a punch night. Yeah, Adorno talked about him yesterday. Sounded like they're kind of weird, but they haven't hurt anyone yet?
Which is partly down to someone secretly eliminating them. And partly down to them preferring to attack their own kind whenever hunger strikes. Yes, eyewitness reports are scarce, so we can't be certain. But the monster remains here do show signs that they've been fighting each other. Forming packs, yet killing each other. It's not the behavior of naturally occurring monsters.
Huh? But if these monsters will attack each other, can't we just wait for them to wipe themselves out? Why be so vigilant?
Because such beasts bearing Ursa's flesh have appeared before. And not just once either.
Varka!
Well, this is a coincidence. Honorary Knight, Paimon, and you too, D-Luke.
So, the Knights of Favonius are not entirely ignorant of this anomaly.
Yes, the tragedy Eric wrought cannot and will not be allowed to happen again.
Did you just say Ursa's flesh? Is this somehow related to that Eric guy?
In his pursuit of transcendent power, he once conspired with one of Dottoro's segments to extract a serum containing the power of Ursa the Drake from the dragon's flesh. When the reckoning with the Knights came, he and his cohorts all injected themselves with that serum, causing us quite a bit of trouble. Their strength and bloodthirst increased in equal measure, and consumed by madness, they even attacked each other. Ironically, Eric ultimately failed to control that power. Not only did he turn his sword against his followers, but he went to his own demise in the process.
Ursa the Drake? What exactly is it? How could it have such terrifying power?
That's right.
Then why did they only seal it away? Was even the founding Grand Master unable to kill it?
No, it was spared because Ursa the Drake was once an angel.
What?
I've heard that long ago, the angelic race was faced with a difficult choice, and Ursa chose to preserve its power. Having lost its mind and retaining only power, this angel remained drawn to human settlements, not realizing that its proximity alone would destroy many.
Is that why Vanessa decided to seal it away back then?
Yes, but it was awakened by the Doctor's inducement, which was an oversight on the Knight's part. I won't deny that.
Rather than assigning blame for the past, we would be better served by rooting out the present threat. But Ursa's flesh and blood, why would it reappear within these monsters?
Eric was, admittedly, once a knight in whom we placed much of our hopes. As such, he knows our methods well. Before he met his end, he destroyed all records regarding his experiment site. To this day, we have yet to find any information to locate it. I suspect we have the segment to thank for that too. But Dottoro's backup plans were dismantled by the Traveler in Sumeru, a fact you're no doubt aware of. We believe this means that the covert measures he took in Mondstadt have also ceased to work.
Ah, so those monsters, they all escaped from the experiment site?
I'm afraid it goes deeper than that. Someone has likely restarted the experiments.
You noticed it too, then, during the commotion yesterday.
So it's possible that Lohen has been dabbling in forbidden experiments to gain extraordinary power.
He isn't bad enough to do something like that, is he?
Wealth, power, authority. Too many things can turn a good person into a villain. Ursa, Eric, neither of them were the bad guys you might imagine before they made their fateful choices.
But no matter Lowen's intentions, it is my duty to pull him back from the edge before he goes too far.
So, what do we do now? Keep investigating in secret?
No need for that. That's why I'm here at Dornman Port. I'm going to find him and ask him directly.
Oh, slippery little rat. Pretty good at running away, aren't you? Now, where will you go from here?
Hey, Lohen! Now's not the time to be cleaning up test subjects. The Knights are making their move. Lots of unfamiliar Knights showed up in Dorman Port today. Did yesterday's test expose us? Or did they capture an experiment subject? Could they have discovered?
It was only a matter of time. I'd say we were lucky to have lasted this long. Steadfast allies make redoubtable opponents, as they say.
What do we do now then? Find a place to lie low?
That would make reaching our objective even harder. That you were able to come here freely means the Knights haven't verified their suspicions just yet. We have to go all in while we still have the chance. Do it now. Use me as a test subject.
Now? But those problems we were having before, we still haven't.
Why are you hesitating? I told you, we're not the same, you and I. I'm doing this for myself. Extraordinary power comes with extraordinary risks. I figured that out a long time ago.
But...
do it, now! Or have you forgotten your goal?
No, it's not working. Was the dosage too low? Or was the concentration too weak? Or maybe the perfect result was never attainable. Lowen, we've got to hide. We can gather more monsters for experiments later.
No. Hide? How much time do you think the Knights will give us, huh? We've always been gambling with a small window of opportunity. No, we'd only confirm their suspicions if we ran. That would make us targets no matter where we resurface. How would we get close to our target then?
Then, what should we do now?
We're going to break the target out tonight. Then, he can follow us down to hell. As expected, the Knights of Favonius are acting swiftly.
There's a crowd gathering up ahead. Something about this feels wrong.
That's... Torno!
Ha! I finally found you. Keep a close eye on it now. Don't let it stray too far from you again, all right?
Thank you. Thank you, Grandpa Adorno.
And don't run off into the countryside alone looking for it again. I know you're worried about it, but Hannelor's worried about you, too. We'll keep this our secret this time, but don't let it happen again.
Okay, I understand. A monster!
A monster? How did it get here? Something about this one doesn't look right. Don't be afraid. I'm here with you. Now stand up and get out of here.
But...
Run back home. Don't you worry. Gramps here is a knight.
The knights who arrived later defeated the monster. Its power far exceeded what is normal. Adorno fought it tooth and nail to buy time until they arrived.
Adorno! Adorno!
It's fine. You know my condition. I wouldn't have made it this far without your help. Fighting one last time to save others sure makes me feel more like a knight than lying in bed ever did. I'm sorry to do this to you now. I know you worked hard on those treatments. Lohen, the title of Benevolent Knight and the Fifth Company's captaincy. If you don't want them, just let them go. Be true to yourself. That's all that matters.
Lohen, come with me for a moment. The investigative team's analysis shows that the monster that attacked Adorno bears Ursa's mark. Do you still intend to remain silent now that things have got this far? This isn't an interrogation. You can remain silent if you wish, but I hope you'll choose to come clean.
I'll talk. I'll confess everything and accept whatever punishment awaits, but please give me one more night. Tomorrow I'll go to the Knights of Favonius and explain everything. I swear it on my honor as a knight.
That's the first time I've heard you swear such an oath in all this time we've worked together.
I know it doesn't carry much weight.
Then let's use the Benevolent Knight's name to balance the scales. Please, keep your promise this time, Lohen.
I'm sorry, Theodore. I'd intended to make Lohen captain and leave my title to you. I know how much you've yearned for that title since you were little.
It's not your fault, Mr. Adorno. I don't possess the talent that helped Owen pass the knight's exam so easily. Years of work. And I'm still stuck as a training medic. How could I ever inherit your title?
Medics. Knights. We're all protecting people, aren't we? The way I see it. You earned that title. Every day.
No. In truth, I've done so much wrong. And what I'm about to do is worse still.
So you agreed to his request? Just like that?
What else should I have done? Ask him to submit a report for my approval? Please, spare us both. I know how much Adorno means to him, so I trust the weight of his vow.
There once was a man who made many promises to my father in the name of chivalry. Yet in the end, he betrayed their friendship. Warped obsessions and the passage of time can turn friends into foes as easily as the wind changes its course.
Quoting Crepus, are we? That really takes me back.
Did you guys all know each other back in the day?
Once, there were 3 spirited young men who imagined their futures together. One was a rich young master. He dreamed of becoming a knight, but ended up inheriting the family winery. Next came the hot-headed rule breaker, who ended up leading the Knights of Favonius. And the last one obtained neither the wealth he desired nor the power he yearned for. Obsession was all that was left, piling up day after day into a towering spire.
Is that how Eric let the doctor worm his way in?
Eric made his own choices, no matter what was said to him. I understand his reasoning, but that doesn't mean I pity him. And it certainly doesn't mean I'll make the same mistakes again. I'm keeping a close eye on my subordinates this time.
Bad news!
Hey, haven't finished talking yet.
That voice! Did it come from where Adorno was just now?
Leedsburg, what's going on here?
Adorno's gone? Lowen and Theodore too?
I don't know. I was on patrol and I saw the door was wide open. I looked inside and everything was like this. Captain Adorno couldn't have gotten out of bed in his condition. Could someone have taken him away?
Grandmaster, it's an emergency. Vice Captain Lohen barreled straight through our patrols and headed for the outskirts.
That kid. Seriously.
Did he leave any sort of message?
Message? He looked like he was in a hurry. All he said was out of the way before rushing off. Well, of course. But you know how fast he is. I'm afraid we...
Track him as far as you can. Leave the rest to us. D. Luke, Honorary Knight, I'm counting on you to help me with this one.